Yeah, it looks like we're about ready to begin, actually. So good luck to all of our runners. We have a lot of participants. We have 12 altogether. So good luck to our runners. And
Yep.
thanks to Wolfman 2000 for putting this all together for us, and Nora out of Randomania as well. So here we go. World 6 leading off.
Yep. Let's see how many ice levels we're gonna have. And that pipe led to nowhere.
So the pipe's not showing much favoritism early. They didn't. Ideally, you'd like to see the one behind the boulder in the lock. But a nice, easy level to start off with. The second hand level.
Yep.
From World 8. So, and they get a hammer. So,
Yep. Any hand stages they
we
come across?
got runners going in two directions. We've got two going to 6-2, two going to 6-3. The ones at 6-2 look like they're in the one of the lost levels, whereas the others are in 5-2.
Yep. And we've seen Boss Bass just fly, but no Bass there. Oh, an unfortunate hammer bro got Raikou there.
Yeah. So, Classic Gamer takes care of his hammer brother. P-Wing for his efforts. So, Classic First Fortress is the World 8 Fortress. Not a particular favorite of runners. It is long and can be frustrating, especially in Randomizer when you don't really get the benefit of some of the speed strats like you would in the vanilla game.
Yep. You just want like the star in the right spot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you can still do some of the speed strats classic, setting up a little skip there, very nicely done. Showing a little swag for the audience.
Yep. It's not hard to do, at least, so...
No.
I've done it a few times, so...
Yeah. Perhaps not entirely necessary, but still looks cool. So, everyone else is in the fortress right now at varying stages. Looks like Paradox is close to finishing. Raikou and Clara's not far behind. 6-4 is 1-2, a nice, simple level.
And a little cheap just on the bottom. Just
yeah.
This
level is kind of popular for boss bass sightings.
Yep.
Raikou didn't get the wasn't able to get to the door in time, but it'll take a power up. You actually get a star there, and you're small. You can actually race and get to Boom Boom and do a one-hit KO on him. 6-5, I think that was 6-5. 2-1, another pretty quick level. So the levels have been actually fairly generous so far in the early goings.
Yeah, get the easy levels out of the way.
Well, like I said, it's good in the sense that you can kind of build a little momentum on your side and kind of get yourself acclimated to what you're doing. Because if you get hit over the head with a bunch of World 7s right away, that can kind of throw you off course.
Yeah, it's happened to me, getting the worst levels to start with.
Yeah, coin ship, only a music box, unfortunately.
Well, they're only useful for a couple of things. We might see it used.
Not especially helpful in Randomizer, but they could come in handy if you're just trying to speed through something. So 6-7 is 5-5. Somebody in the chat saying SMB3 Rando is the sport of king. Well, I think horse racing might have something to say about that, but no, sure. We'll go with that. We need a new sport of kings. So, and we have super tanks. in the second fort.
Yep. This one goes with if Bimham's in it and it does something to the level.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's shuffled with each other, so.
Yeah, any boom boom level, so all the forts plus the Navy, Air Force, and super tanks are mixed in together. And we also neglected to mention auto scrollers have been turned off with 2 exceptions. 5, 9, and one of the lost levels are still auto scrollers. Everything else, run through them as fast as you like. So 6, 8 is another lost level. That's our second already. That's interesting.
Riker did get a match for mushrooms, but when you check his inventory, we'll see what mushrooms are. And that boomerangs has got him. Ouch.
Yeah. Riker having a little
box.
I think that was 6-9 from Classic. That's 5-1. So yeah, so stars don't necessarily mean you're getting a star in the end card game. It could be anything. You're really hoping for hammers and clouds. One up there for Claris. Classic Gamer is in the World 5 Fort 1. Sails through that one really quickly. So he's making good time here. Be on for about a 7:30 or so for World 1, which is pretty good considering they weren't able to skip anything like you hopefully could. So we have the World 7 airship to lead off, so not bad.
You want to get one along the ones out of the way, so...
Yeah, and it might make getting rid of Lemmy, actually, a little easier, actually, now that I think about it. So, Raikou also, Raikou going to the Lost level. Claris is in Super Tanks, and Paradox is in 5-1, so they're all in various stages. Nice job by Classic. He's done at 7:14, so we're off and running. 6-9 turns out to be 2-2, so yeah, nothing too awful right off the bat. World 8 Fortress isn't a lot of fun, but it isn't especially difficult. So, a nice start for our runners here tonight. What's next on what is next? World 1, and they've got a hammer. So they're going to use that right away to skip half of this world, and their reward is 3-5.
Water level. Yep, one of the water levels.
Yeah. Again, not an especially difficult water level, it's just can be a little tricky to navigate at times. There's a lot of different objects flying around in direction. And shout outs to the designers. Yeah, Wolfman is saying, who made the new world design tracker. This is great. Never again do we have to ask what world was first, and etc. etc. So a couple of 5-ups here from Raikou and Claris. Not a bad choice. Early on, you want to get a nice stockpile of lives in case you run into a troll level like, say, 6-6.
Yep. And you want to avoid the game overs as much as you can, because...
Right.
Like the original game, you game over, back to start you go. With the exception of the forts.
Right.
And the blocks still be broken, so...
Right. So... Classic, Classic, we'll have to reset that area. Because, oh no, we can't. They didn't come back, but, so... Paradox finishes off his Hammer Bro at about 9:16 or so. Raikou and Claris not far behind. They're both almost finished with World 6.
We got in-car games going on.
Hmm. Anchor. So World 3 airship this time. So it'll be a flat arena for against Larry. Ooh. Paradox jumped the gun a little early, and he lost it anyway, so...
Yep. One hit Koopa. So...
Yeah.
You love to see that.
Mm-hmm. No question. So he's done at 10-10 through 2 worlds. So he's demonstrating why he finished third in this tournament. He's really done very well and has made, I think, no real outright mistakes. Claris is finally done with World 1 at 10:43. Turns out that anchor is just a raccoon tail, so no dice there. The anchor is designed to give you a random item.
And Rocky's not far behind at, I believe, 10:49, so...
Something like that. So... Yeah. Classic's pretty comfortably ahead, but... see what happens. Could come... end cards, although Classic is one of those who does not play them. Others can benefit from them. If they give you the right cards.
You know, I know Riku plays them up to a certain point.
Yeah.
To get out, figures out quick. Oh, these are nothing. Don't play them.
Right. Yeah. I think a fair amount of runners who do play the end card games are like that. I think after about World 6 or so, unless you know you're going to get a Cloud or a Hammer out of a fresh end card game, they decide, well, there's really no point. Let's just move on. So, Navy in World 2 Fortress. Another pretty simple level. It's a lot of fun, actually, to kind of try and speed your way through this fortress, this level, because of all the twists and turns it takes. So, 12:19 for Paradox. Yeah, thanks, Wolfman. We don't need Village People lyrics, please. You all know the song. 2, 3. We have our 4th lost level of the game. That's interesting.
And half of them. I wonder if we're going to get all 8 in the seed.
That would be something. I think the most I've seen in a any percent warpless race has been 6. This is kind of a 1.5 beta that Classic is in. Raikou is at the airship now. Clara's not far behind. Quicksand level is 2.5, or the Oasis if you prefer. No World 7 yet. I think I've just jinxed everybody by saying that, but no World 7 yet. 13:31 for Raikou. Got the nice one-hit kill. Claris. They're all in the same world again. I think he went to 2.5. That's 1.3. So he might go for the item here. Obviously, because there are no whistles in this game, so it'll be a random item. So no danger of accidentally warping to the wrong place.
Yep.
Although Toad is understandably confused and does not know that it is not a whistle, but it's a leaf out of the deal, not a bad thing.
Now, if you could change it to text box, just change the word whistle to item. So you could put on an item.
8-1 is the pyramid. Ew.
Ugh.
Yeah, this
One
is
level I would not want to play.
no. This is not. This is one of the hardest levels in the game.
Definitely the Boulder jump part.
Yeah.
Always died right there usually.
Yeah, that's not. It's not fun. But Classic made it look easy. Raikou just finished the end card game, so no clouds or hammers out of the deal though, and ooh, just barely avoided getting killed by the stun lock. Fortunate for Classic there.
Yep. We got two right now. We got 2 beta levels at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Waterfall and beta. Is it 1.5?
Yes. The one Raikou and Claris are in is like a beta World 7 level, I think.
Yeah, it makes sense because you got the other two, 7.1 and 7.6 set up.
So Morton is bringing down the shakes, but no problem for Classic. He clears at 15:59. So making real good time.
3 worlds down. 4 more shoveled around, and we got 8.
So we still got worlds 3, 4, 5, and 7 still in play, and they don't have hammer. They already used up their hammer, and they haven't gotten one since, I don't believe. So they do have Lakitu clouds, which might come in, depending on circumstance.
And we got
World 4 and World 4. So they can't take the shortcut by the fortress, so they're going to have to play this through. Luckily, 1-6 leads off World 4.
Yep. Easy enough level.
So it looks like it was 5-7 into 4. Yes. Classic taking it safe on 1-6. No Superman strat. No Freds in this. Please refrain from using that. He is kindly asked we leave him out of this. So we will respect his wishes. So 4-2 is 4-2 though. It is interesting. First vanilla level.
Yeah, we gotta have a couple, vanilla levels here and there.
Yeah, I mean, it's surprisingly common with the airships and the forts, just because it's a draw of what, 17 and 7. So yeah, naturally it's going to come up.
Yep.
3-6 in 4-3. That's better than 4-3. So.
Of course, Super Bros.
Fortunate death for Claris. Got a little caught there. Fortress and first Fortress World 4 is the Air Force. So we've run through all the World 8 fortresses already. That's interesting.
Yep. Yeah, this is normally a fast speed.
Yeah.
Scorer.
This one always kind of throws me a little, just because it's running at double time as it is. It's not like super tanks, and again, with a missed jump being a death, throw your timing off a little bit. Paradox is done with Morton at 1904.
Raikou does decide to use a P-Wing here for 8-1.
Well, there's no shame in that. He would not be the first or the last.
Nope. If you have a P-Wing, use it.
Yeah. Classic gets 6-9 and 4-4. He's trying to go for the clip. Save himself a P-Wing. He's having a little trouble there. So he's just going to play it normally. It's actually our first World 6 level that wasn't an airship. Raikou taking on Morton. Nice timed. He's out. 20:08. Clara's finishing up 8-1. So we got a coin ship and a hammer bro. What to do first? He's going with the coin ship.
Yep. Basically, a coin ship, just about freebie.
Almost. But no problem there. But unfortunately, doesn't get anything useful for an item, just another music box. Oof. Classic. Hoping he could avoid that, but no dice, so but he gets a star.
Hammer Bros like to cheat sometime.
Yeah.
That one did.
Yeah, those jumping ones, I tell you. Ooh, there's our first auto scroller, 4-5 being 5-9. He is not going to play that. He will see what's on. He's going to use a cloud instead, and goes to 6F1.
Not a bad decision. Skip a level.
And he's using his speed strats. He's got to be a little careful here. If he takes a death, he'll have to play 4-5 or 4-6 and then come back here. But he's a pro. He knows what he's doing. He's looking for a star right now. He's going to get a quick kill. Nice quick kill. Coming up.
Here's Boom Boom. Where's Boom Boom? He's dead. Just as quick as he came flying.
Claris took care of Morton, so they're all in the same world again, but not for very long, because Classic's already on the airship, the World 5 airship this time.
And I believe we got Iggy there, so...
Iggy is in a jumping mood, but no problem for Classic. So 22-22. Nice symmetry there.
Oh, halfway done.
Halfway home, but he's got Worlds 3, 5, and 7, and, well...
I'll say 5 will be next.
You're going to go 5 and 5 for 5? We had 4 and World 4 being 4, so sure, why not? Raikou having a really hard time with the giant hammer bros.
And it's 3.
So, God Pipe, or is he going to have to actually do a little exploring here? Okay, just a little bit, but it'll be interesting.
Ooh, the Boomerang Bros.
Yeah, in water, that's not a lot of fun. Or Fire Bros, that's even worse. Well, there's his hammer. He's probably going to hold on to it, though. Save it for World 5. He'll play through this fort.
Yeah, he's thinking what to do, but yeah. I'll say go through the fort, unlock, save the hammer.
Yeah, you want to say you want to have it in store for the second half of World 5 for sure. Crazy hot feet. Rid of 1.
And there's, I believe, 2 different varieties. One that only walks when you're looking away, and one that just walks all the time.
Yeah, one that acts like the booze, and then one that just looks like a troll.
Yeah.
So this pipe here will tell him whether he has to actually play a few levels or he gets a free pass right to Wendy. And it's, well, okay, he's got 2 hammers stocks, so he'll play the second fort, which is 6F3.
Interesting choice, so...
Yeah. Overall, this is a little faster, so this will work in his favor.
And nice jump strats in air.
Yeah, showing off a little swag. Just a little. 4-6 turned out to be 7-3, so there's our first World 7 sighting.
Paradox in a level I call basically almost a star run level.
Yeah, although the stars are randomized in this version, so no guarantee. You might have to play it normally.
Yeah.
So, let's see, we got 5-3 and 3-8. Fortunate death there. He'll go again. Classic Gamer's going to try for as long as he can to hold on to that hammer suit for a quick kill on Bowser.
Oh,
that Paragoomba. Man.
It said no. And Classic Gamer rarely dies, so...
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
He's waiting on it. That Paragoomba this time.
Yeah. Oh, Paragoombas everywhere. Oh, man.
Oh, ow. That one said hi.
Yeah. I think it's getting to the point, like, use a cloud if you've got one. Well, unfortunately he doesn't, so he's going to have to see this through.
Yeah, this time he has a star power up.
Well, that's only going to hold him for about a little bit here. Slight hiccup there, but he's back. And Paradox, meanwhile, taking on Iggy. Is he done? Out at 26-34. Oh. Classic. Almost got hit again. Those Paragoombas are relentless.
Yeah, like in this level, they want to be like a boss bass. Which gets my question is, what are the boss passes at?
Yeah.
We only see one.
Boss... Claris missing out on the suns, the stars, so he'll have to just play the second half of this level normally. World 5 Airship. Oh no, that's... Never mind. Yeah, the wrong thing. So our 5th Lost level has appeared. 3-9.
Yep. Yeah, this looks like a World 6 beta level, so because of all the
it's kind of a hybrid of 6-4 and 4-2. Nothing too difficult. Claire's taking his time with the Hammer Bros. So World 2 Airship. Still haven't seen Worlds 1 or 4 for the airships.
And I believe 4 is the longest airship.
Well, yeah, in the vanilla game. Vanilla game, that's because it's so slow.
And we got...
Ooh, one-hit kill Wendy.
Oh, Wendy. Being nothing. Riker just taking his time, trying to get his hammer bro down.
Yeah.
And now Mushroom says, no, I'm running away.
Yeah. I think it's a fair trade. He gets a hammer for it.
Yeah. And Riker just go and go to the fort and, open the lock itself. Normally.
Good. So we've got World 5 now, Skyland. So we hope to get the second half of World 5. There's our boss pass. Ask and ye shall receive.
Exactly.
6-8 and 5-1. Not a terribly difficult level, though boss pass can make it a little challenging in spots, but Classic's got this handled.
And more, he just needs to kill a boss pass just because he can.
Yep. There's nothing wrong with that.
In Paradox, almost Paragoomba.
He's getting a lot of micro Goombas attached to him. 6-4 and 5-2. And Raikou, I think, actually reversed course and went to 3, 4, 5. That's 3, 7. He didn't want to use up his hammer. Save it for later. Good strategy. A lot of lag, though.
Yep. Random fire snakes, or whatever they are. I don't want to try to get confused with.
Right. So.
And our second hand stage. Is going to be a nice, easy hammer. So.
Yep. Another hammer for Raikou. So.
Yep, it's basically hammer time for everyone.
So the tower is a level that will always be the tower because of the way it's designed in the game. So it's one of 4 levels that will never be randomized. The others being, of course, Bowser and the 2 Piranha levels. And Raikou found our 6th lost level, 3-6.
Oh, joining 2 more. Can we get all 8?
Yeah. What are we missing? Yeah. We're missing the Pipeland variant, and we're missing one other.
The slow-moving one.
Oh, that's right, the auto-scroller.
Yep. Which is another World 6 variant, if I'm not mistaken. So.
That's, yes. And, World 742.
I do not like this fort.
Nobody likes this fort. It has crippled more than a few racers in the tournament.
Yep.
Because of how brutal it can be. Paradox is done at 3140, World 5. Raikou is going through 5-3 and also getting a healthy dosage of Paragoombas.
Yep.
Chipping away at him.
Everybody's getting their share of Paragoombas tonight.
Yeah. There's a boss bash for you. Yes, nom nom. So Hattie puts it so eloquently. So 5-8 is 7-2. Well, you'd like to have a leaf for, save you 2 trips. Clara's taking an unfortunate death. 5-3 has been extremely nasty tonight. Raikou got through it okay. And yes, as the thing says, follow these runners. These are 4 very, very good runners.
Yep. Show your support.
Yes. I'm hoping as this continues, they'll be a participant in more exhibitions, because the plan is just to make this a weekly race on Saturdays.
And Raikou was using Mr. Frog.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the Koopa there kind of got him.
The back half of World 5 showing teeth with 7F2 and 7-8, 2 of the hardest levels in the game. 3 up instead of a hammer suit, because that's been randomized. He's already got his hammer suit for Bowser, so he should be all set there.
I kind of forgot the big blocks are randomized.
Yeah.
Within their...
Yeah, when they made the upgrade, that was one of the changes they did make for the bracket stages. So Classic got to be Classic's got to be a little careful here, but should have this. Yep.
Yep. Yeah.
So,
it's been a while since I last done a SMB3R, so.
Raikou done at 3408. While Classic about to start the World 4 Airship. Said it once, I'll say it again. I have a sneaking suspicion Fred did this just so he could speed through this airship instead of it being a 2.5 minute time sink. We get a star against Roy, not a bad thing to have. Although
Although he's
one
weak.
One-hit kill. And no, the star does not insta-kill Koopa Kids. Their HP is fixed.
Yep. That kind of sucks.
Yeah, one day. But it only really pays off on a couple of airships, World 4 being one of them. So, 440 or so for Claris. So, everyone's making good time, and we just got World 7 left in play now. So, which World 7 is it going to be? Is it going to be the good World 7, or is it going to be the one that hits them over the head with a steel chair, like this is WWE wrestling?
And the runner, this is what, if you don't got much of a lead, this world alone can be the biggest factor.
So the one pipe took him to the bottom central island. You really don't want to do that unless you absolutely have to, because you're playing basically 2 levels for 1 pipe, and that's no fun. So you take your chances with
going back, because you open at least 1 pipe, maybe even more.
So unless this is taking him, we'll see where this takes him, but he's playing the percentages. Okay, he's going to have to play 7-4, so the South Central Island is a must.
And another end card.
And another end card. Boy, Classic's really got to be gritting his teeth about this. Really does not like end cards.
Just do them on purpose. That's what you do.
Yeah. To the people who don't much favor these, there is something to be said for it being a bit of a time sink. I mean, it can take a long time, especially if you get a good run going. And if it doesn't pay off, well, then, unless you're getting clouds, hammers, or hammer suits, you know, the cost benefit can be somewhat minimized. Ooh, unfortunate death for Paradox 7-8.
Yep. And we had an evil sun sighting in a tower.
Yes, we did.
He's there. He's just there to look cool. That's about it.
So the great gamble, 7-5 is 7-5. Well, is he going to take an intentional death? No, he's going to play this. Well, he really has no option. He has to play this through, because it's still a question of which one is it, 7-5 or is it 7-3? And that cheap is not going to make his life a lot of fun, though. But he's got
a lot too, so
yeah, he should be okay for the next stretch. But he's going to have to be a little careful when he goes back down. He's going to try to go for a clip here. Okay, he's through. I think he's going to go for another clip at the Paradox is at the World's 4 at the airship. So still holding tight. Interesting to see how he plays this level. I mean, Classic got hit, so he can't do the clip, so he's going to have to take the long way around. Should be okay. He's just got to be a little careful with his platforming. But nothing he can't handle.
Dodging cheaps, Paragoombas.
One more pipe and he's home free. He's got it. All right, very nice play. Now let's see if this was worth it, or if this was 90 seconds he'd rather have back, or however long it was. I don't know if it was 90 seconds, but it was not an insignificant amount of time. Not quite the answer he was looking for, but so 7F1 is 3F2. Pretty simple level. Clara's taking a death at the fortress and deal with the Hammer Brother first. He's got clouds. This wouldn't be a bad place to use them, and 5-8, as I recall, is not especially difficult. 5-8 was 7-8, I believe. Sorry. So, oof, Claris is trying to time his jumps, but he's having a little trouble here. Okay, he's through. Boom Boom is down for Classic Gamer. Raikou is made a nice bridge for himself in 7-2. So, let's see what we got here. So yeah, like I said, Piranha levels are not randomized. They can't be.
Nope. I wish it were randomized within each other, but no.
Yeah.
And another hammer.
Well, at this point, it's academic unless he's going to have to use them in World 8, which is possible.
Yeah, but there's only a couple of spots you could use them in 8, so...
Right. Okay, the great Odyssey continues for Classic. Where is the pipe to the... Okay, that's good. He's through.
Yep.
Got exactly what he needed. Unfortunately, 7-9 is probably the worst level in... no, I'm sorry, not the worst level. I thought it was 6-6 for a second, so... Could have been the worst level in the game. So, yeah, ideally, yeah, that pipe or obviously the one that'll take you to 7-7, 7-8 is what you want to see. But if you have a hammer, the one Classic got only works if you have a hammer. And that just depends. Pretty awful feeling when you get that pipe right away and it's like, oh wait, I don't have a hammer.
And then...
That's happened a couple of times to me. It's a pretty sickening feeling.
And then somehow get a hammer from an item.
Paradox is on 2-3 with a boss bass toe. This is a common level for him to appear in. So
do we get a hungry bass here?
7F1 in 7F2. That's fine. Paradox is gonna wait this out and get rid of his mortal enemy. Raikou and Claris both running even at the airship. Claris is slightly ahead. He's out at 41.47. And Raikou is out at 41.54, so very good.
7-second differential.
Yeah.
Still anybody's race.
Classic finishes off Ludwig.
Ooh, one level you don't want to see on Paradox side.
7-6 and 7-6, huh?
Vanilla.
Yeah.
Vanilla ice cream.
Hmm.
But he decided, you know...
I think he's going to be regretting this. But this is still instructive because... Classic made the right choice in taking care of the... excuse me, of the... Wow, more vanilla. Tank 1 is... Tanks is in normal spot. Anyway, yeah, so he's probably going to use going to go back to 7-6, doesn't want to play 7-5, and nobody faults him for that.
Nope, just go ahead and do the clip.
Mm-hmm. You can do that, or if you're not comfortable with the clip, you can always do a P-wing over it.
I believe it takes like 26 attempts before you start losing time.
Something like that, yeah. So Raikou's going to 7-3, and
he says hi to a boss bass.
So Classic is continuing the Odyssey. He's burning through his hammers. Is it going to pay off? No, he doesn't want to play Air Force, so he's going to play the Fortress instead, get himself access to 2 more pipes.
Yep. The pipes you want to find in World 8 is the one that leads directly to Bowser's Castle. If you don't get that, the next best bet you want is to the Dark Room. Because you got so many pipes to choose from.
Mm-hmm. So... you really don't want to go across the hand bridge if you can help it. And he got it. Classic is just a hop and a skip away from closing the deal. Yep, 5F2 is the penultimate level.
And Classic Gamer doing more swag.
Game respect game. Putting on that good of a show, you can get away with a lot.
Yep. Last Boom Boom is down. All he has to do is march into Bowser.
He's got a hammer suit, so we can go for the quick kill. No Froggy strats to tempt him like other runners in the tournament did. So we'll skip that part for just a second. So
I think a lot of people have tried the frog suit, but it was rarely succeeded.
Yeah, and after what happened in the finals, I don't think you're going to be seeing a whole lot of that ever again. But so Classic, again though, demonstrating his tremendous skills as a runner here. He's really done a terrific job.
And every frame the hammers on Bowser, it counts. So no iframes. Bowser goes down within like a couple of seconds. And Classic Gamer is basically finished.
Yes, he has. So, Classic Gamer has done with an official SRL time of 46 minutes and 5 seconds. Considering there's no God Pipe in World 3, 7, or 6, 7, or 8, that's a really good time.
Yep, get your GGs out for Classic Gamer.
Yeah, that's outstanding. So congrats to Classic Gamer for winning the first exhibition race. Now, as I think, for those of you who are not aware, we do have 11 other we do have a total of 12 runners in this. So what you're seeing is only a fraction of the people participating, but you know, but he did finish first. So as they come through, I will be calling out other people who finish, but so far nothing.
Yep. And you know, Classic Gamer living up to the rando. Always getting basically a sub 50.
Yeah.
Almost every time.
Yeah, he's you know, I think he had a couple of sub 40s during the tournament. I know Paradox did. I think Classic did as well. I think they actually both went under 40 in one of the races against each other. I'll have to check my notes, but I'm pretty sure that's correct.
Yeah. That feeling when you get like a sub 40 and get in like second. Oh. That would be bad.
So Paradox is out at 47.50, so he's not too far behind. We're going to have Classic join us in a minute here.
You just got to find the right path. Let's see how fast he could find the path.
He should have the similar hammer situation to Classic, so he should be able to make roughly the same kind of educated guesses. Wait, what happened to me in the quarterfinals, Rogue? Oh, I didn't... No, my time was like 45 minutes. It wasn't that good. It was good. It wasn't that good.
And I have yet to sub 50 a seed.
Well,
I sub our seed back to back.
Speaking of shattering time barriers, we welcome Classic Gamer 88 to the post-game interview. GG, sir. Mic setup, I think. But yes, and I will just reiterate for everybody in chat who might be interested, absolutely everybody is welcome. We have a couple of racers in here tonight who have never done who weren't in the tournament but wanted to race. If you've never done one of these and want to do it, go for it. Absolutely welcome it.
Yep, welcome to all skills.
Barely. Can you up the volume a little, Classic?
Yeah, give me just a moment.
Getting better.
How about now?
That's much better, thank you.
All right.
So GG on the winning the first exhibition race.
Thank you. That was a very fun seed, and I never want to see a Paragoomba ever again.
If it makes you feel any better, you were not the only one to fall victim to that.
I think everybody did, if I'm not mistaken. So
yeah, Raikou got hit, I think, twice. Paradox had a little trouble with it. I think he might have gotten out clean, but no, yeah, those Paragoombas in 5-3. Huh.
Yeah, that level was terrible, and at least, my only 3 deaths were there, because after that, it was pretty smooth sailing from what I saw.
So, looks like Paradox is about to make the same prediction you did. Like no hand bridge for me.
And he does find a path, so 2 levels away.
Yeah. So what? Not only until we got to like World 7, they're really, they were kind of holding back on some of the really nasty levels. Like you went through 7-5.
And Raikou's right behind Paradox in the same level, so we got a good race between these 2 guys.
So not too many trolley levels, I thought, Classic overall.
No, most of the levels were pretty kind, except the Paragoomba one, and then 7-5 going through, the cheap as always, because they love me. And 7-4-2, I just made it look like it was easy.
Well, yeah, and it's just one of those things where it's like, ugh. So we got a race for second here between Paradox and Raikou Rider. Both of them are in Bowser's Castle.
4 seconds apart, if I'm not mistaken, so...
Something like that, yeah, this is going to be good.
Nice, that is really close.
Get your fingers on that dot done.
Yeah.
Don't lose that hammer suit.
Yeah, both with hammer suits. Paradox does the clip. Raikou does it on his first try. Paradox needed 2. Both of them hesitating on that last donut block. So,
and they're in sync.
It's really close. It's going to come down to Raikou's just slightly ahead of Paradox. But Paradox took him out first. Raikou wasn't as quick on the hammers.
Let's see who gets that dot done in first.
Oh boy. So, let's see. Here it comes. Okay.
Yeah, looks like Paradox got it, getting the...
finishing in second with a time of 52:51 in SRL is Raikou Rider. Paradox comes in third at 52:53. Wow. So Raikou Rider finishes second. Paradox 64 is third based on SRL time. Wow. And yes, please, both of you, get in this booth.
Yeah, great job of both.
What a finish for the silver. That's...
Get your double GGs on that.
Yeah, absolutely.
If I could just say something real quick, unfortunately I'm going to have to leave soon because I'm expected somewhere. So I just want to thank you, Proa, for getting this together along with everyone else that was able to get this on a Randomania and Showcase. And congrats to all the runners, and thank you all.
No problem. I'm glad we had such a good turnout for our inaugural run. 12 runners, that's great. I hope we get that again. I know we had some people who had to withdraw for other reasons, but I'm really hopeful this will be a sustainable thing going forward. So thanks again, Classic, for a fine win by you.
Wow, Classic, you just slew this seed.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
By the way,
have a
GG,
great night.
Raikou.
Thanks.
All right. Thanks, Classic. So joining us now, we have our second place finisher, Raikou Rider, and our third place finisher, Paradox 64. GG's.
GG, wow, like that was
2 seconds.
That was some snipe.
And on stream, it was like frames.
Yeah,
from you guys.
Speaking
that got done.
Yeah.
I think the fact that I missed the clip the first time in Bowser Castle made me laugh.
That was the difference, because I got the clip first try.
Yeah. Not to interrupt, we have 2 more finishes. Claris.com finishes 4th with an official SRL time of 54:47, and making her debut, Amorietta finishes 5th with a SRL time of 55 minutes on the nose. So
GG's.
So
GG.
So Paradox, Raikou, thoughts on the seed overall?
The seed was terrible. The only time it gave, I'm actually kind of surprised the way that seed ended up. The one cloud that you got was was like right at the end of World 7, and it wound up being relevant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's pretty rare.
Yeah.
And we had hammers.
Yeah.
Not early, but we had them. When I saw when I started getting hammers in like World 5, because I was keeping track, because I always track worlds and airships and so forth, just for purposes of deciding how to use hammers. And I'm like, oh, after all the worlds that they'd be super useful in, now you start giving me hammers.
Yeah. It was interesting. You guys put in pretty good times, considering no God Pipe in World 3, no God Pipe in 7. You had to play all of 6. 8 kind of jerked you around a little bit, but not too bad. But
what I want to know is how Classic finished so fast, because that doesn't seem like a kind of seed you would get a 46 on.
Well,
yeah, for years.
I think it's just he's that good. So we got 2 more finishes. Justin Man 114 is 6th with a time of 56:45. Jedab is 7th at 56:53. So we've gone through half the field already. That's very good. See how many more can get under an hour.
Oh, absolutely. Especially on this seed. Like this seed was rough.
Yeah.
This seed would have been terrible if World 7 was first. With a bunch of stupid levels and there was a lot of difficult level in World 7. And
I think, like, for me, from what I was seeing, like, the overall seed wasn't terrible, but you weren't getting a lot of help. I mean, they really didn't bunch a lot of bad levels together on you there.
It was more also just the item situation, because the end cards were straight up useless. That's actually one thing that I kind of want to request that Fred does for the next version of the randomizer, is makes the 1-up not appear in the end card game, so that all 6 slots are items. Because when you have a double 1-up end card, it just makes you not want to play them.
Okay, well,
when I found out that the mushroom was the 1-up, I was like, nope, not playing these.
Yeah.
I finished the one I was on just in case it had a hammer, but I knew I wasn't playing anymore after that. Oh, right. Speaking of World 7,
yeah.
The reason why I took the odd pathing in World 7 is because I thought I was behind.
Well, it turned out to be the correct choice anyways, but it was a moot point either way, so it worked out. But, any other thoughts before we let you two go?
I can't wait. I can't wait to play in more of these weekly races, but unfortunately, I have another race starting in about an hour or so. There's the Zelda 2 Max Rando weekly. Who roped me into that? I'm trying to remember who roped me into that. I think it was the Alan Heffley roped me into entering that tournament. I played in both of the previous ones, but I wasn't sure I was going to play in this one because the flag set they're using is brutal. But that's for another day.
Right.
Yeah. We hope to see you more, in the weekly SMB3R.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The turnout's been great. 12 runners. That's more than I was expecting. So that was great. We had a couple of last minute additions, but no, this was great.
Is it this time slot? Because this time slot might be a little hard for me to make on a consistent basis.
Actually, that's a good point. Going forward, it will be at 9 p.m. Eastern. We only did it tonight at 8 p.m. because of the Zelda 2 thing. We didn't want there to be a potential conflict.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I should be able to make that. It's just this is really early.
Right, I gotcha. But this seemed to work for everybody. But we'll make adjustments as we go along. This is a pilot episode, basically.
And I'm looking forward to do more commentary for the weekly and possibly join in a couple here and there.
Yeah, absolutely. And I plan on doing the comms for a little while, just until we kind of get a sustainable model going, and then I might join in some races as well. But thanks. I would say thanks, guys. I really appreciate your participation in this.
Thanks for featuring me. I wasn't expecting to get featured with this crowd because this is a
good crowd,
stout crowd. Mm-hmm. Oh wow, I made the door in 8F.
All right, well, thanks, guys.
Cheers.
All right.
Good looking in future weeklies.
All right. So joining us now, we have our 4th place finisher, Claris.com, and our 5th place finisher, Amorietta. Welcome, both of you.
Thanks.
Good evening.
So, before we get to questions, we have our 8th place finisher, Killer App 23, finishes 8th with an official SRL time of 1 hour 40 seconds. Boy, I can talk. So, okay. So, Amorietta, Claris, thoughts?
Not a bad seed.
No? That's the exact opposite we just heard like 5 minutes ago.
Oh. I didn't think it was that bad anyway.
No, it was a good, consistent pace to it. I mean, you just kept your death count down. You'd be all right.
Yeah. Koopa Kids didn't misbehave too badly. I think.
Yeah, a couple of one-hit kills there.
Yeah.
Yep. Better. You had a better RNG on the Koopa Kids in the seed, so that's a real good thing to have. So.
I mean, other than the spade board being stale, it wasn't that bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The end card game we found out really quickly was useless as far as that went, and hammers were backloaded, clouds were non-existent, so you weren't getting and no god pipes.
I had one cloud. I think I used it in where 7 Fort 2 was, which I don't remember where that was now, but I used it there.
That was in Skyland, yeah. That was a second fort.
Yeah, 542, yeah, because that's where I used the cloud. I was like, skip it, moving on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what do you all? So any other thoughts or impressions about how the seed went? I know you didn't think it was that bad, but anything kind of surprise you?
Not really. It was irritated with how World 7 was. It wasn't nice and quick.
No, yeah, that one again, it kind of threw you all over the place. And good thing y'all had hammers.
Yeah.
Vanilla 7.5, really? Of all the stages you can make vanilla,
7.6 was vanilla too.
I was lucky to have hammers for World 8 because I used 2 there and it helped, I think.
Yeah, World 8 turned out pretty well for everybody, considering if they had the hammers, because they could just run right through it without too much difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then one part I noticed, like from the people that were featured, like the Paragoombas, though, in that one level.
Yeah, 5-3. Yeah, 5-3. Oh,
I took a death there. I was
How about 8? How about 8-1? Actually, I didn't die in 8-1, surprisingly, and I was small.
Where was 8-1? I didn't see it. Where was 8-1?
Really? I don't know. I played it, though.
8-1 was in the pyramid in World 2.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, well then I didn't notice it then. Oh no, yeah, because I ended up grabbing a leaf. Man.
It's like out of sight, out of mind already.
That's the best thing to have.
So, an interesting seed overall, I must say. That was quite interesting. So, any other thoughts from you, Amorietta, or you, Claris?
I don't know. It was fun. It'd be cool to do like a weekly, to keep this thing going. For sure.
I hope so. We had about 4 or 5 people who couldn't make it this week, but planned to be here next week. So
yeah, and there's what, 14?
We ended up with 12.
Oh, okay.
And that's a great turnout for the first one. So
yeah.
I think next one, let's have 15 guys for the next one.
Yeah, it's a nice introduction for people, especially people who haven't seen it before.
Yeah.
Right.
A good mix of nice and simple, and there were some challenging parts in there too.
Yeah, we actually just had a forfeit. Yunos has had enough. He has fortunately decided to withdraw from this. So, and just got a message from our producer, Morietta. If you want to have everyone send out your Twitch, so everyone can follow you, that'd be great.
Oh yeah. I'm not in the Randomania chat though right now, but
okay. Well, I or somebody else could give it out if you want.
I'm heading there now, so.
Okay. So yes, but yeah, and as the runners come in, we'll be letting you know about them. We've had I think we've had 8 people finish so far. So thank you, Morietta. And those of you who have finished but were not featured and want to share your address, please pass it along. And hopefully, give all these runners a follow. Seriously, this was a great turnout, and these guys, and everyone here really made it special. I'm very pleased with how this turned out.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it'd be fun to do it again next week.
Yeah.
All right. So I think that'll do it. Thank you, Morietta. Thank you, Claris.
Well, thanks for commentating.
Thank you. A lot of fun. Thanks. Okay. I'm getting the wrap up here from our producer. So I wanted to once again thank Wolfman 2000 for helping make all this look great, and Nora and the Randomania team for agreeing to not only host this, but really pulling out all the stops and the red carpet here. This was great. Thanks to all the runners. 12 racers in our debut. That's about twice. It's about double what I was hoping it would be.
Yep. Great.
So
I'll see a lot of people joining every week. If we keep like this.
Yeah, and hopefully this will build the momentum as we get ready for. It hasn't been made official, but there will almost certainly be a second Mario 3 Rando tournament, and you can pretty much set your watch to that.
Yeah, but what's going to be changed in that? We'll find out when that time comes.
I can't imagine they're going to change a whole lot, but probably more boss bass. That would be my initial thought. But
more boss bass, yes, yeah. Because I didn't have enough during the tournament. At least in the matches I had, 2 of them which was boss bassless, so disappointing.
Yeah, Jay Copper's just finished SRL time of 107.47, so we still got about 2 more to go. But okay, so thanks once again to all our runners. Congrats to Classic Gamer 88 for an exceptional win, beating the field by about 6 minutes, almost 7 minutes by himself. That's incredible. Thanks to all the rest of our runners, our featured runners, Raikou Rider, Paradox64, Claris.com. Sharky, thank you for joining me on this commentary for the debut.
No problem. Glad to help out.
All right. So I'm Pro8007. Next week, we will be moving it back 1 hour to 9 p.m. Eastern for our second weekly rando race. We'll have 4 brand new featured runners and to show off their skills. So I hope to see you all then, and thank you all for watching and for making this a really good start to what I hope will be a fine weekly tradition on Randomania. Thank you.